Okay, here we have another Farmall F20 project update. And as you can see, this is the top cover of my transmission. The gear shift would bolt on right here. This, of course, is the front of the tractor. Now, I took it off for a couple of reasons. One being these three holes here, and there's three holes just like it back here. Now, each one of them holes is supposed to have a soft plug, or some people call them freeze plugs or frost plugs, or several different names for them, but they're all the same thing. It's a pretty generic little plug there. But they're all supposed to have one in it, and I was missing a couple off of each side. And the front ones, to replace them, that's no big deal. But the back ones here, the frame of the tractor sits pretty close like that. It's probably less than 1/4 of an inch away. Now you can get that plug in there, but it's pretty hard to get it seated properly. And it's pretty important to have those plugs in there because they act as not only a dust shield, but they keep water out. And the second reason that I pulled this off, all this mud and crud in here, that old grease and oil, acts like tar, or it's turned to tar. So I wanted to get that all cleaned out. Now in each one of these little holes here on the back is what's called a detent. And that's this little guy here. He's a cone-shaped thing, hollow in the back, and this spring would go inside of him, and then each one of these holes gets one. Now I found out that one of them, this spring's actually bad. It's got a bad spot on it, and it's about ready to break, so I'll have to get it replaced. But that's what happens when you're missing one and the water leaks in here and it just eats away on them. But here's all the pieces for them. And I took several pictures before I took it apart, so I'm pretty confident I can get it back together. But it should be all right. I've got to get this all soaked and cleaned up and run some emery cloth over those shafts. And also do the same thing here, get it all cleaned up and get the cross tubes cleaned out with a brush and all these tubes, and get it all cleaned up and ready to go back on and make a new gasket, and then I can install it in my gear shift, and then I'll be ready to go from there.